Hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to a bit of little bit of an update video. So I don't know if you've seen or heard yet, but they've actually released an experimental branch on for Stormworks, and if you see down the bottom left of my screen, it says 1.95 experimental 2. So now what they've said in their Discord is that this is something they're going to release as a on-off thing, and you can get to change the fixes. They have on their Discord also a channel for experimental, but here's the thing though. You need to be properly verified on their Discord in order to be able to gain access to that channel. To get that, you just go into the general chat, you type /verify, it'll ask you to sign into your Steam account, and that's it. That's all it was. So, I think it's probably their way to just address trolls and such getting in there, and they want people who play the game to actually play the game. You know, to actually give input to this. I set my audio... So basically, people who are actually verified playing the game actually, are making additions to the Discord for it. Which I'm completely fine with, that's not a problem. But apparently for this, they're actually testing out some changes to the fluid system, and I thought I'd go over a little bit of what I saw. So, what it is they did a rework for the fluid mechanics, the boiler and condenser. It says fluid flow mechanic changes. Then boiler and condenser can now both condense and boil. Leaks due to damage now resolved with the new pressure system. And then the changes to the fluid now flows slightly differently. This improves the overall flow rates using concept of momentum, which smooths flow rates. This should stop the jumpy and fast oscillating flow rates. When pressure changes, flow will take longer to react. Sometimes system takes a few seconds to stabilize, but should smooth out over time. Let us know if this breaks any of your workshop creations. Now, so basically what they're saying is they're allowing the fluid to actually, all the fluids to push forward despite pressure changes. It takes it longer to react to the pressure changes. And which is fine, except I've noticed one, small issue with it. And I'll bring it up with this. Now, if you watched my stream last week, I tore down one of my boats' steam engine and tore it out. And brought it here and was testing it. So that's with this odd mock-up. Because this is an actual boat's, system. I do have Infinite Electric on, so... Now keep in mind, this setup, the boiler never pops in in the regular branch right now. But ever since these changes, there's been an issue I've noticed about this momentum thing. So if you come to the public branch, or to this experimental, beware of it right now, is that it kind of affects how on-off valves work at the moment. They could fix it since the video, if you're watching this later after I've, after I've made it. But, yeah. So keep that in mind. Okay, now if you watch closely here, you'll see this valve says true, so that means it's open. And it's allowing the flow go through, right? Well, it reads the values off the boiler and shuts off when certain values are met. That being pressure and the steam content. And you see, it says false now, which means it should be closed, but we still have flow. Like, pretty significant amount of flow. And it's still not stopping. But, gives it a moment, it will eventually... See, now it's true again because boiler popped and it's got to reset. But generally, in my case, this only happens like one time. This never happens on the regular branch, so this is still experimental work, but it does happen. So keep that in mind. You may have to work with that stuff if you're trying to fix it. And, hold on. And as you can see, like, steam pistons are now actually working to some degree. I am not an expert with steam pistons by any degree. I'm going to make that very clear. I'm not a super expert, but I have the basics set up here. So it is working, at least compared to the stream I did a few days prior to this video, where I was messing with it, and these were just absolutely just not working for me at all. So, yeah, so this is already a big improvement with this, as you can see. I think they also, like, uncapped the RPS locks, or the RPS on these things, as well as the steam turbines, because, one second. Okay, versus what this is going to do. I have re-enabled everything on this setup, so, fair warning, this will get probably a little loud. I will do what I can adjust the audio, but I want you to be able to hear this, so, yeah. Yeah, okay. So you can hear they are loud, and as you can see, the RPS is unhinged. I think, like... You couldn't even hear when the steam with the boiler popped. But... Now, I'm going to engage the steam pistons. Yeah, now, of course, they're actually running a lot smoother than my earlier demonstration. That's the thing, like, it's kind of a catch-20. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And each attempt is a little different. Yeah, so, as you can see, they kind of unlock the cap on the pistons and such. This is being sped up by the turbines, so that's what is going on here. Because otherwise, when I turn off the, this and this, they start slowing back down. Even though it takes a while for the animation to catch up. So yeah, these are just some of the things that I've noticed. This is what I focused on looking at because I was recently did the video, stream about getting the Steam to work. And yeah, so keep in mind, like I said, the experimental branch is there. You can check it out by going to the game, right-clicking, going down to Properties, and finding the beta branch, and you should be able to go change it from there. So, yeah, and I'm sure there's better instructions on Steam for if you want to find out how to change it, so just give it a quick Google and look it up. You can find out the instructions pretty quick. So I hope you like what you watched. I hope you enjoy what you saw. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and, yeah. This is Arcades. Signing out. Have yourself a good day. Whee! Alright, that should be enough.